I'm Anna Glauber, a perfusionist with SLU Care. SLU Care is a physician group that is the academic and medical practice of SLU. This is my first course in the LOD program. I'm going to go over my integrated leadership model. This is the model I made showing leadership through the 5 competencies. I'll talk about how they relate to the hospital, my team, and how I experience the different parts of the leadership model I put together. This is the hospital I work at. It's St. Louis University Hospital on Grand, and I'm over on the left behind the chapel on the 3rd floor. These are the vision and purpose statements that can be found online at slucare.edu. I see the vision when the hospital accepts any patient regardless of their religion or insurance. I see purpose when we expand medical knowledge by supporting the medical school and students. All patients are given surveys to improve or benchmark best practices for vision and purpose. I've seen the needs of the whole person met when the surgeon calls for a religious counselor for the patient and their family when the operation turns high risk. This is the part of my model that shows the vision and the purpose. The stick figure with the red M is the manager. Managers communicate fast and effectively to affect shared values. I've noticed our vision is always mentioned in emails from those in leadership and management positions. The stick figures with the E and L by empowerment stand for employees and leaders. The managers empower them and also hold them accountable and responsible for the power given to them. The manager passes down tools and resources to the followers as part of empowerment. Shared values help people focus on the same goals. As part of my application to the hospital, I was asked to write a statement in regards to my knowledge of Jesuits and their values, and whether I could work within these values. Later, the values were also covered during orientation. The positive values in my department are service and accountability. The 2 arrows going to the right of shared values show that there's an alignment of behavior and actions of the employees. They are walking together in alignment with big eyes showing focus towards strategy. Here they are walking. On the model, you can see the arrow going back and forth to culture from shared values, showing the direct effect they have on each other. Leaders can either be affected by culture or affect culture. The strengths are in the circle, and outside the circle, I listed factors by which the culture examines shared values. The arrow going down to empowerment from culture with the plus and minus shows how culture can positively or negatively affect empowerment. Empowerment comes with accountability and responsibility. Inside the box, you see an employee and a leader. Empowerment comes with boundaries. That's why I put it in the closed area. My personal boundaries are certifications and my job description. I wrote 5 needs. The 5 needs are power, information sharing, performance-based rewards, proper training, and sufficient resources. You need all 5 to be effectively empowered. From our discussions, at one point I thought I was empowered at work, but all 5 of these weren't met. So it made me consider I was highly motivated at the time instead. Since then, SLU Care found resources to hire another person, and now all 5 of the needs are met, and I guess that means I'm actually, or technically, empowered while being highly motivated. This is a picture of me putting my best foot forward. And then that's a heart-lung machine in the background. I'm solely responsible for my assigned surgery that day, and knowing I did the best for the patient keeps me pretty empowered. I wrote roles. The roles of a leader can be coach, sponsor, facilitator, mentor, accreditor, or talent developer. Empowerment leads to engagement, and engagement can organically affect empowerment, shown by the arrow going in both directions. Commitment to the vision is essential for engagement. On the model, you see 2 lines with arrows indicating that behavior and action are aligned to implement strategy. On the far left of the visual, the leader uses the intelligences to engage his followers. The leader brings the employee with him through influence, motivation, and inspiration. I have a quick story about Paul, my chief perfusionist, who motivates and inspires. While he was at a work conference out west, the other perfusionist, Dr. Chin, and I were taking regular cases, and then more emergency cases were coming in. We were working up to our maximum safe hours, so our chief Paul, he caught a flight back to the area and immediately took on cases at the hospital, showing his commitment to our vision. Paul's a leader that intrinsically motivated me. Strategy is the roadmap to achieving the vision and purpose at SLU Care. That's why I put it as a map showing the hospital location. The R sign shows ownership of the strategies by managers, leaders, and employees. The leader towards the right is the sense maker who uses the various listed tools to make sense of the strategies. Strategy goes back up to vision and purpose. Strategies are making the vision a reality. So along the side of the arrow up, I wrote continual evaluation for leaders and managers to see if the vision becomes a reality. Here's the whole model again. It's a continuous process. Here I am at the hospital getting off work. I've already started a SMART action plan to get more involved. This will be at meetings, volunteering for leadership teams, and engaging students. Long term, I'll complete the LOD program and be chief perfusionist. This completes my integrated leadership model presentation.